If you have ever spent hours hunched over a workbench with a wire brush trying to get rust off a stubborn car part, you know exactly how frustrating that process is. This 90-gallon cabinet from VEVOR is basically the answer to that headache. It is a serious piece of kit that turns a messy, time-consuming chore into something you can actually knock out in a few minutes, without turning your entire garage into a dust bowl. The first thing that hits you is the sheer size of the thing. It is big enough to handle decent-sized components, and because it is built from heavy-duty, cold-rolled steel, it feels like it is meant to stay in the shop for the long haul. The powder coating is a nice touch, too, because let's be honest, these things usually end up looking pretty beat up after a year of use. Now, the real star here is the dust collection system. It is packing a 1.6 horsepower motor that pulls the grit and debris away from your face while you work. It makes a world of difference for visibility. Speaking of seeing what you are doing, the combination of that large acrylic window and the built-in LED lighting is a massive step up from the dim, foggy setups you might be used to. You are not just guessing where the nozzle is pointing anymore. It comes with 4 lens protectors, which is a thoughtful inclusion because those windows get pitted fast. You will want to swap those out regularly to keep the view crisp. Setting this up does take a bit of patience. You are going to want to watch the assembly videos because the instructions can be a little vague, and you definitely want to make sure those sealing strips are applied perfectly. If you skip the sealant, you are going to have dust leaking out, and nobody wants that. It runs on a standard compressor setup, needing about 5 CFM at 40 to 120 psi, so most home garage compressors will handle it just fine. You get 4 different ceramic nozzles, which gives you some flexibility depending on whether you are stripping delicate aluminum or blasting heavy rust off steel. One thing to keep in mind is that it is a bit of a footprint hog. If you have a tiny workspace, you are going to feel it. Also, while the suction is great, you still need to be mindful of your media levels so the reclaimer doesn't get overwhelmed. It is not a professional-grade industrial machine that costs 5 figures, but for a home enthusiast or a small shop, it hits that sweet spot of performance and price. It is a solid, reliable workhorse that makes a messy job feel surprisingly civilized. If you are tired of the manual labor, this is a pretty smart way to reclaim your weekends.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.